Now at 11, stop before you shop so a computer can check your face. The spot where facial recognition technology was installed that might have you scratching your head.
And new details in the nearly month-long search for a missing mother and son. The detective work that led investigators to their hidden bodies. Plus,
they died together, they were murdered together, and that they can celebrate their lives together, like one last time.
A somber but fitting memorial for three best friends killed by a drunk driver.
This is KGW News at 11.
I haven't really slept. That's one thing. I mean, I'm literally deliriously, I'm emotionally exhausted, and I'm just not sure where to go from here.
new tonight, she dedicated her life to animals, and a brazen theft has the owner of a Yamhill County sanctuary heartbroken. Good evening, I'm Dan Haggerty.
And I'm Laurel Porter. She says somebody stole a rare black swan right off her property. She thinks whoever stole it would try to sell it for cash.
KGW's Mike Benner just back from Newburgh. So Mike, she's not really worried about somebody intentionally hurting this animal.
No, because she thinks this thief wants to sell the swan. Sounds like money could be the motive here. Apparently these black swans have a high value. Problem is, whoever took the swan doesn't necessarily know how to care for it. That's most concerning for this sanctuary owner.
The 19-acre enchanted farm in Newburgh is home to more than 120 animals, but not just any animals.
All rescued from abuse and slaughter and neglect.
None is more precious than the one that arrived in December and now patrols this pond. Her name is Belladonna. She's a black swan.
She's magical and she's enchanted.
And now she's missing.
And this was where I ran down.
Robin Birdsong recalls waking up early Sunday morning. Something just wasn't right.
And the dogs started barking like crazy, and then I heard the donkeys braying, and I heard Bella honking and making swan sounds.
Robin raced outside. She noticed a car peeling out of her driveway and speeding away. Even more alarming, Belladonna's feathers littered the ground and gate.
And I just realized she was gone. At that point, I realized she had been taken.
Just to be sure, Robin searched her property. There was no sign of Belladonna. She called the sheriff's office and posted about the swan's disappearance on social media.
I had several people right away say, oh, well, black swans are worth quite a bit of money on either the black market or just online. They're selling them for thousands of dollars. Come on.
Robin finds peace in knowing whoever took Belladonna probably doesn't have plans to harm her. But even so,
she has special needs. She's not just like, she has a specific diet that she's on, and she's a big bird. She needs water.
This pond, that up until now was a safe haven for Belladonna.
I love her very much, and I want her home.
Robin is pleading with whoever took Belladonna to return her. She says if they do, no questions asked. She won't press charges. She just wants Belladonna home where she belongs. Laurel, back to you.
Oh, she is beautiful. We hope she does come home soon. Thank you, Mike. An alert for you tonight. Portland police are looking for a 13-year-old boy who is missing in the King neighborhood in Northeast Portland. His name is Noah. Police say he's 5 feet tall, wearing a dark blue shirt and blue jeans. If you see him, call 911.
Friends and family of 3 teens killed in a Salem car crash gathered one last time to remember them. Loved ones said it was important to hold a group memorial because the girls were always together. It happened today on the same day when their accused killer, the person who was driving the car that hit them, was back in court. KGW's Catherine Cook has the story from Salem.
Michaela loved animals. She enjoyed taking care of, spending time with her bunny rabbit.
Saying goodbye before their time.
Madison Rose Capobianco was 19 years old.
Loved ones gathered to remember 18-year-old Michaela Tryon, 19-year-old Madison Capobianco.
Trinity was strong and a gentle girl from the very start.
And 19-year-old Trinity Watt, 3 best friends in life, now together in death.
They died together, they were murdered together, and that we can celebrate their lives together, like one last time.
Tammy and Jack Watt are Trinity's parents. It's been 2 weeks since they lost their daughter. 2 weeks since all 3 girls were killed in a car crash at Cherry Avenue Northeast and Salem Parkway. 25-year-old Carlos Rodriguez Palacios is accused of driving drunk and hitting them. He was back in court Monday on 3 counts of manslaughter. Police say Rodriguez Palacios' blood alcohol level was nearly 3 times the legal limit. He lived. The girls did not.
We didn't get a decision, and my daughter didn't get a decision. She didn't get a choice. And none of the other girls did either.
Friends and loved ones continue adding on to this memorial where the crash happened. They hope it keeps people from drinking and driving. For Trinity's mom, this has become the place where she comes to remember her daughter.
That was the last place my daughter was alive. You know, I don't have anything else. I don't have my daughter anymore. I mean, we just buried her, and it just seems more comforting to go where she was alive than where her body is, 5.5 feet down in the ground.
For we know that all good things ultimately come from your love.
As friends look back, emotions are still raw, memories still painful. But for those who loved Madison, Michaela, and Trinity,
They all had plans, they'll have a future.
it's a future without them that hurts the most.
We never get to talk to our kid again.
In Salem, Catherine Cook, KGW News.
Just heartbreakingly tragic. And we learned new details today about how detectives were able to find the bodies of a missing Salem mother and her son. Carissa Fretwell and 3-year-old Billy have been missing for more than a month. Billy's biological father, Michael Wolf, was already charged with both of their murders. A team of about 50 people scoured a remote, heavily wooded area about 10 miles outside of Yamhill. This happened on Saturday, and they found the bodies partially hidden, covered in debris. Investigators say they searched this area before, but came up empty. They came back because they say it was an area Wolf was familiar with. Yamhill County District Attorney Brad Berry said Wolf fished there in the past and at one point got a permit to cut down firewood nearby.
This was just really good detective work. It was good putting pieces together, going through to begin to narrow the area that they needed to look.
According to the medical examiner, Carissa died of a single gunshot to the head. It is still unclear how Billy died. Wolf will be back in court at the end of the week.
Another gray whale has been found dead on the Oregon coast, this time southwest of Astoria near the Sunset Beach approach. Just the latest in what's turned out to be kind of a concerning pattern here. This is the 6th gray whale to wash ashore this year in the northern Oregon, southern Washington area. It's according to the Seaside Aquarium. Overall, more than 60 gray whales have been stranded this year along the west coast from California to Alaska. That's the most since the year 2000, and many of those beached whales appeared malnourished or emaciated.
They are, I feel like, basically giving us another shot at this.
New developments in a court case we've been following for 6 years. The U.S. Supreme Court declined to hear of a Sweet Cakes by Melissa case, but sent it back to the Oregon Court of Appeals. In 2013, a lesbian couple tried to order a wedding cake from the Gresham Bakery. Owners Melissa and Aaron Klein said no because it violated their religious beliefs. The couple filed a complaint with the Oregon Labor Commissioner. The state found the bakery discriminated against them and fined the Kleins $135,000. The Kleins took the case to court, losing every step of the way until today. It's not exactly a victory, but the U.S. Supreme Court told the Oregon Court of Appeals to hear the case again, keeping in mind a recent ruling involving a Colorado baker. In that case, the Supreme Court found the state discriminated against the baker because of his religious beliefs. Oregon's Attorney General said the state, quote, looks forward to returning to the Court of Appeals, where we will continue to defend the constitutionality of Oregon's laws that require bakeries and other places of public accommodation to serve all customers, regardless of sexual orientation.
1 year ago, protesters took over the streets outside of the Immigration and Customs Enforcement offices in southwest Portland. They set up camp for weeks, protesting the Trump administration's policy of separating migrant families. Today, a local artist put up an installation outside of those offices to mark the anniversary. Amy Sitars, she built this cage filled with bronze children's shoes. She hopes people won't forget what's happening at the border.
It's incredibly tragic, and I didn't ever imagine that it would just continue to get worse from last year. And just every single day, it seems there's just some new angle that increases the suffering of these people.
And right now, there are a few dozen people protesting at those ICE offices. They plan to be there protesting for 24 hours straight until early tomorrow evening.
We saw them coming out. Now we know where they're going in.
You go through it, there's graffiti, and it's pretty cool to look at.
Next, the latest in the sewer people saga and the warning from police if they catch you exploring.
Plus, Say Cheese, a Southeast Portland convenience store, installs facial recognition technology to keep out shoplifters.
And I'm Matt Safino. Nice night tonight, too. That is the full moon live from our camera in downtown Portland. We've got morning clouds on the way. We've got a cool down and even a little bit of rain, but in spite of that, we still have fire weather concerns. Lots coming up in weather.
And KGW's Shred Day is back this Saturday from 8 until noon. Come by and shred one box of documents for free. We'll be set up at 2 locations, Clackamas Promenade and Westview High School.
The Make-A-Wish Foundation will also be there accepting donations to help local kids fighting critical illnesses. We hope to see you there.